Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of this week's weekend roundup. There's been lots of mods released, as I've said previously in part 1. We had a total of 26 mods released this week that were either new or updated, and 2 maps for a total of 28 new things coming through the mod hub. Something I did not mention in the first part of the video, and that is that we have actually gotten an update, woohoo, for the first time in about 3 weeks to the daily updates in mod testing thread. And I'm going to go ahead and bring that up for you guys and show you here. That is because it is quite a list of things that have been updated here. So we have, again, the daily mods in testing for console and PC, and this was updated on Friday by our brand new community coordinator, 05 Chris. And what they have updated here is a list of a ton of mods. They are all listed for PC, but a ton of mods in testing for release. And the big number that we've been waiting to see, the number of mods pending testing is 195. So the last update we had was actually from February 13th, I think. And it was still like 240 some mods. So with the 28 mods released or updated this week, and with this obviously giant list, we are down to mods waiting to be tested of just 195. So in part 2, we're going to talk about the placeables that were released this week. And first up, we're going to quickly cover a update to a placeable that was released this week. And let's go to placeables. And let's go to miscellaneous. And what we've got is a couple updates. First, we're going to put down the fuel tank. This fuel tank is by Vertex Design. It has been updated this week. It basically says fixed player position after teleport. So apparently this was covered possibly in my video when this mod was released, that if you teleported to this, I believe you may have been inside the fuel tank. But now when you teleport, you are placed here to the side. Really great. This is a really nice mod. Nicely detailed and everything. You can see it does indeed change some of the ground texture when you put it down. But of course, with landscaping, you can just come in here and change it to whatever you want. Again, this mod is by Vertex Design. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the other mod that was updated this week, and that is the Pond Water Store by Dorset. This is basically a placeable water plane, and what he's done is he's updated it with 2 additional sizes. So we had, I believe this was the original placeable water plane. You can see it is pretty big in diameter. It's got some foliage in there, some decorations, and I've already filled in my hole here from when I had made some holes for some ponds. But at any rate, we don't need to go over how to use this. We covered that in a previous video. But what I wanted to show is, if we basically look here at the size of this one, okay, and then we compare it to the water station, we've got a smaller one, and then we've got an even smaller one now. So we've got 3 different sizes, $750, $500, and $250, and then it's $20 per day, $5 per day, and $2 per day. Now we might be able to place this one over here, this little area. Just put it down there, and let's go into landscaping, and let's just try to landscape this a little bit. That, and then let's oh, no, we want to raise this up a little bit. Let's go smooth. I'm horrible with landscaping. Horrible with terrain editing. But you can see basically we now have a pond. So if we go over to painting and we paint this, let's paint this something else. Basically we now have ourselves a nice little pond here. Whereas before we would have just one giant size that we could put in. Now we can put in other, oops, wrong way. Now we can put in other sizes, basically. And that is by Dorset. All right. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of these mods that are new for this week. First up, we have the Vehicle Shelter by Grassland Mods. So lighted shelters. Let's go ahead and take a look. We go to Placeables and Sheds. And we have the Vehicle Shelter right here. $4,800 to buy. Let's go ahead and just put it down right here. Does light up at night. Let's see, do we have a light switch? Do not have a light switch, but it does light up at night. These lights must be automatic. Couple bays here. I like that we've got these concrete piers here, and then the I-beams connected to the concrete piers. We even have details like gutters and downspouts. Very nice, very simple, and very basic, yet very, very utilitarian. Really like this. Nice, modern look to it and everything. It is listed as $4,800 to buy, $5 per day, 9.5 meters by 18 meters. So it's also not overly huge in size. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next mod, which is another set of sheds by Dorset. It is the wood frame open sheds. Sorry about that. Open frame wooden sheds with a brick wall. So again, if we go to Placeables and Sheds, we have them right here. We've got Open Shed 1, $10,000, $10 per day. So spin it around, and let's just... So we also have tip collisions in here. Put that one in there. We have Shed 2, $25,000 and $25 per day. Let's put that one over here. And then we have Open Shed 3, $20,000 to buy and $20 per day. Let's do that one about here. And let's go take a look at these. Really nice detailed brick texture there and wood texture. We do have lights in here. I do not see any light switches. So again, these lights must be automatic. Got a nice brick base here as opposed to the concrete piers over there. And again, our wood timbers to support the whole structure. Back through here, or we can just pull through, depending on basically if we have a long, tall implement. Now we have building number 2, which appears to basically be 2 of these buildings just put together side by side. And again, if we do F5, we do have tip collision walls here. So if we brought something in here like root crops or whatever else, we could basically just pile it in here and it wouldn't be flowing through the outside walls, in theory. Very nice looking model. And then we've got building number 3, which is basically a deep version of building number 1. It's just basically twice as deep. Again, with the walls, tip collisions, everything. And again, this is by Dorset. And Dorset had lots of mods this week. In fact, we've got 2 more to talk about from him. We have a Caravan Farmhouse. We got farmhouses here. We've got the farmhouse here, $25,000, $25 per day. Nice little farmhouse. Basically, it is similar to some of the mods that we have seen that were the American trailer here on Ravenport. You come up here, we can go to sleep. Sleep trigger at that door. And at this door. Basically, you're up on blocks here. The wheels. So we've got stands on the side so that it doesn't feel like it's tipping or anything. Pretty cool. Pretty basic little mod. Gives you a cheap farmhouse. We're not too shabby on the farmhouse mods nowadays. Early on, it was a pretty big deal because the only farmhouse you could get was the Giants farmhouse, and before they lowered the price to $180,000, this was $360,000. And quite frankly, that mod there takes substantially less space than both of the in-game farmhouses also, so it's perfect for someplace that has just a little bit of space available. Now, the last mod by Dorset this week was a wooden gates and stone walls. Wooden gates and fences and a stone walls mod pack. Quite an interesting assortment of placeables. Description says we have 6 wooden gates, 4 single and 2 double-sided gates in 2 different styles, 4 lengths of wooden fence, 5 stone wall parts, 3 straight and 2 curves. So let's go ahead and take a look at those in decoration. Scrolling over here, and first up we've got the lizard fence. Got a fence post. That's a different mod there. Then we've got the wooden gates. Alright, so yeah. So these are different. We had a bunch of fences and walls this week, to say the least. Let's first look at these stone walls here. We've got a stone wall curve, $200. See if we can't maybe place this down so we can rotate this around. Let's put it here. And then let's put this curve in. Let's wait to put that curve in. We've got stone long wall. Long. So if we this spun around, spin our camera, and see how well this is. This might be a little difficult to squarely place. Especially since when we rotate the camera, the whole thing shifts. You know. It'd be nice if when we rotated this, it didn't move around like that, you know? Let's see here. Get this lined up. That looks like we actually did a pretty good job of placing that. Now let's go back here to this curved wall, and let's see if we can't put this in. See how a good job we can put this. Rotate it a little bit. But what this allows you to really do is really customize and really make either your farm or just wherever, you know, kind of your own deal. So we've got a long wall, we've got a medium wall. So if we just put the medium wall here in front of the long wall, this is a frame of reference. And then we've got the short wall. Put that here in front also as a frame of reference. And then we've got the extra large wooden fence. So I like how the wooden fence rotates on a center point, on the end point, not on the actual middle of the fence. So that's pretty nice for getting it lined up, I think. Let's go up here and just put this fence down. That. And if we wanted to, we could put another one down here, but we're going to use the large wooden fence, which is a little bit shorter. Spin this around, and let's see. I've got place anywhere turned on, so I should be able to basically place this over top if I wanted to. Let's just put that there. And then we have a medium wooden fence. Let's put that here. And we're just playing with this. Not trying to be too overly exacting. And then we've got a short wooden fence. Just 2 fence posts. There's 3 fence posts if you include the end. Put that down there. And then we've got a curved double wooden gate. So this one spins on its middle. Let's see about putting the curved wooden gate in. Quick. And then we've got the curved right-hand field gate. Spin it around and just put that one over here. And we have the curved left-hand field gate. Guess I basically have made these backwards, didn't I? The difference between the curved left and right-hand gate and the double gate is that center post. Got the double field gate. Let's just go ahead and put that in here. We have the right-hand field gate. Put it here. And the left-hand field gate, which we'll just put right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at these in a little closer detail. And we've got the short rock wall. We've got the medium rock wall. And then we've got the long rock wall, which we then placed pretty darn good. There is the placement right there, that line, to the curved wall. And then over here we basically put another curved wall. Pretty darn good placement. Might be a little bit off on that one, but you know what? It's kind of hard to place this stuff with the way landscaping, rotation, and everything works now. Then, of course, you could put this. You put one of these gates, or extend this fence out from the brick, should you so wish. This is the extra long wooden fence here along the side here. Then along the back, we had the long or large wooden fence. Get a little bit of an overlap with the post there. Then we had the, what was it? This is the medium one. Then we had our gates. Open gate. Got some nice sounds to that. And you can see with the double gate, we don't have a fence post in the middle. Left click to close. Now if we go over here, this is where we put the left and right fence gate beside each other. And the way this one works is this one opens up. See the latch. The animated latch here. So it looks like the triggers are too close together. Can't open that other one. Get out totally. Come back in. Go. This side. Yeah, see if we manage to open both of these, now we have the center post here to contend with. That one. This one. In non-curved format. And then we've got the double gate non-curved. Again, this is the Wooden Gates, Fences, and Stone Walls pack by Dorset. This is for all platforms. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the next fence pack. It is by Stefan 1997. It is also a wooden fence pack, again, here under decoration. And this is right here. We've got a fence 2 meters, 4 meters, 8 meters, and a fence pole. So let's go ahead and put the 8-meter fence in. over here. Zoom in a little bit. And again, this fence rotates on its end, and this particular one does not have an end post. So the Dorset fence packs had end posts, where this one does not. The fence just stops. And you would put your post in wherever you wanted it. So we could come in here and, let's say, try to put a line of fence in. Put that one in. Let's put in the 4-meter one. And we'll want to spin it around and try to line it up. It's fairly straight. It would be nice if we had like a degree angle display so we could know what angle we had this. So when we were trying to line up a perfectly straight fence or something, we would have something visually to work off of. That's what I'm thinking. All right, let's pretend that that's going to be straight. So what we want to do to piece this one together, we want to basically overlap the fence a little bit, like so. And then let's put in a 2-meter version. Now, the 2-meter version doesn't have a fence post at all. So what we want to do is we want to come in here and put the fence post in. And we want to rotate this. So it'd be cool if we had an angle that would allow us to see, at what angle did we have this rotated? So we put the fence post in. How do I not have enough money? What? It says I need like $1 billion to place this thing. Seriously, what is that up with? Can't place this because I need $1 billion to place it. Well, there goes that idea. All right, let's put down this fence post. It's just going to kind of float. But I guess what we could do is we could basically match it up here. It's kind of floating. Let's get back here. Can I? Why is this not letting me? It says buy 50 when I'm moving it, and then as soon as I stop it, let me put it down there. Right, well, there you go. There's the fence post. It's a wooden fence. Nice residential looking wooden fence there. Whereas this fence here would be more of a agricultural fence, maybe to fence in some horses, typically, or some cows, you would say maybe. And that is by Stefan 1997. And the last mod that we're going to look at today in part 2 of the Weekend Roundup is the Mapper's Paradise Placeable Walls Kit. So again, under Placeables and Decoration, we have the Mapper's Paradise Wall Kit, which is some rock walls or brick walls. So let's go with the triple wall first. And let's put this wall pack over here. Again, this one rotates on its end. Very nice, very nice. Zoom in. Once again, we have the wall just ends without a post. Got a wall corner we can put in here. This one doesn't have a post on one end of the corner. Let's see if we can't get this lined up. So, and then we have double wall. Come in here with our double wall. And we'll go back the other way. I'll put our post in about here. So. And then we've got a single wall. You come in here. Position this. Yeah. Maybe that should be a feature request. Is when you are placing placeables that you have an angle. You can either do will display, the angle that you are at, and then we have a single pillar that we could complete our wall out with. Right here. Let's go ahead and square that up and put it on here. And see how well we did building out our little brick wall. And the long post here. It came down here and ended with this piece without a post. And then we had the corner here without a post. Corner over here to this one, which didn't have a post. Overlapped a little bit too much. Then we have a post here for the medium wall. And then we had a post here for the short wall. And then the end post. So guys, that is basically it for the day. We have lots of placeable walls and fences now this week. Big fence gate pack from Dorset, that's for sure. And lots of cool little buildings, placeable buildings coming down here this week also. So guys, that concludes part 2 of this weekend's Weekend Roundup. I hope you guys tuned into both parts. If you haven't seen part 1, go back and check it out. We basically cover all the vehicles and implements released in this week, the mega week of March 28th through, February 25th through March 1st. So guys, until next time, happy farming.